We refuse to stand idly by as people enter eternity without Christ, when we can share the good news that transforms them through the media they use. Today's media is able to extend across borders, going where missionaries cannot go, sharing the hope of Christ with people who are unwilling or unable to attend church. God has given us the opportunity to serve Him in several unique ways, evangelizing and discipling communities along the Amazon River, as well as using social media and websites to reach Spanish-speaking teens and adults all over the world. Reach Beyond, ATJB, Transworld Radio, Megavoice, and Seara have partnered with us to spread the gospel to one of the largest unreached regions in Brazil. As we navigate the rivers of the Amazon basin, we will see thousands of isolated villages along the banks. The people in these communities depend on the river for their livelihood, the food they eat, the water they drink, for washing and bathing, and for their transportation. Hunting the many animals found in the jungle is also a very important source of food. As is the growing of manioc to make farinha. Medical and dental care is almost non-existent. And the people often suffer from tropical diseases, parasites, and malnutrition. The Brazilian mission agency Seara, started by Matt's parents, has had a huge impact along 4 of the Amazon tributaries. There are 42 national missionaries working in the river villages, evangelizing, discipling, and starting churches. However, the distance between rivers, the large number of communities they work in, as well as weather conditions make it impossible to evangelize and disciple new believers on a daily basis. God gave us the vision to help reach and disciple these people using solar power MP3 players. For the past 2 years, we have distributed close to 1,200 players, providing families with quality programming that has helped open up and evangelize communities, as well as helping believers to grow and mature spiritually. The MP3 players have the entire Bible in Portuguese, walk through the Bible programs, devotionals, children's programs, music, and much more. The effectiveness of the MP3 players is greater than a traditional radio broadcast because the people can now listen to the programs whenever they have time and not miss anything. We often hear stories from our missionaries on how the once closed communities have now welcomed them with open arms after listening to an MP3 player.
Esse rádio tem nos ajudado muito no nosso ministério. Meu nome é Ronaldo, missionário aqui de Terra Vermelha, e trabalhamos em 5 comunidades. Esse rádio tem nos ajudado porque através dele nós temos tido contato com outras famílias que não nos aceitavam antes. E que hoje, graças a Deus em primeiro lugar e segundo o rádio, nós temos contato com todas essas famílias. Então, queremos agradecer quem tem investido nesse ministério através desse rádio, que Deus possa abençoar todos.
Alongside producing and compiling the programming for the MP3 players, Matt is Director of New Media for ACJB Latin America and ControlZ.fm. Reach Beyond and ACJB have been using new technologies in mass media as an effective, efficient way of reaching into people's homes, touching hearts, and changing lives. ControlZ.fm is a website ministry whose objective is to reach Spanish-speaking youth living in Latin America. These teens, who were previously overlooked and felt rejected by the church, they are now our main target. We use a fresh, new way of youth-focused and youth-driven ministry. The teens of Latin America are a new generation, differing from those that came before them by questioning what they learn and engaging digitally like never before. In the past year, ControlZ has now reached over 35,000 likes on Facebook. On top of that, it has also reached 1 million teens in 1 week with its content. On average, ControlZ interacts with 31,000 teens a week. Through thought-provoking questions, memes, devotionals, radio, and videos, we constantly present them with biblical values, stepping out of our world and into theirs, sharing with them the fullness of life that comes through Jesus Christ, answering their doubts, and examining their viewpoints through exciting content and sensitive, authentic relationships. Although ControlZ was originally designed for Latin American teens, God has expanded its reach, and we are currently connected to teens in 45 different countries. Last year, Matt accepted the position of New Media Director for ACJB in Latin America. He's in charge of a group of people who are responsible for designing and keeping all websites up to date and current. This involves a lot of creativity in designing, managing, and planning on how to connect the radio with new media. Since he and his team started working together, 8CJB's Facebook and web content has seen a large jump in interaction and likes. The radio is currently interacting online with 65,000 fans on a daily basis. For those of you who would like to know how you too can become involved in our ministry, please see us for more information. These are people who we must take the love of Christ by offering our prayers, our support, and our lives. No sacrifice is too great, for Christ has died and shed his blood so that they might be saved. Together we can share the good news that transforms lives. Please join us in reaching the Amazon and Latin America with the gospel of Christ.